Hey runners! Do you ever feel like your body's not recovering as fast as it could after your long runs or your tough sessions? What if I told you there's a therapy that could supposedly help you to recover faster, perform better, and get more out of your training, and maybe give you that edge you're looking for? Stick around and see if hyperbaric oxygen therapy could be a game changer for regular runners like us. Hi, I'm Shauna, this is Shauna's World. Welcome back to my channel where I make videos for regular runners sharing the raw unfiltered journey. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Shauna's World. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out hyperbaric oxygen therapy. I've come to Heal Wellbeing studio in Kingsbridge in Devon, and I'm going to be getting in an oxygen chamber and sharing what it's all about. So what exactly is hyperbaric oxygen therapy? Well, the idea is simple. You breathe in pure or very nearly pure oxygen in a pressurized chamber. Sounds kind of sci-fi, doesn't it? But this therapy has been used for years to treat everything from wounds to decompression sickness and chronic fatigue, and even some brain injuries. For athletes, especially those at elite level, it's a commonly used practice because it's been shown to speed up recovery, reduce inflammation, and even help with muscle repair. But what about us, the everyday runner who's just looking for a way to bounce back quicker and improve performance? Do we know if it's worth it? Well, today I'm putting it to the test.
I headed into Heal Wellbeing, a brand new wellness centre that had only been open for a month. There's an open studio space for sessions like yoga, breathwork, qigong, and a private room for things like massage and bodywork. And behind the main reception desk is the reason I was there, the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. I met the owner of Heal Wellbeing, Tamara, who gave me a thorough briefing before I headed into the oxygen chamber.
First time into a hyperbaric?
Yeah,
first time. Okay. So the first thing I just need to ask you is, are you feeling okay in your
Yeah,
skin?
I'm feeling
Great. And the second thing to ask is just to make sure you can equalise your ears. So just seeing if you can pop.
Yeah, I hate doing that.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
enjoy it. I didn't think I'd be able to actually.
Oh,
but
well
yeah.
done. Brilliant. Sometimes it can just feel like you're on a bit of a plane, you know,
Yeah.
before you take off and when you land. The next thing I'm going to do is offer you this mask.
Okay.
And we're going to just fit it so it fits correctly. So once we're in the chamber, once I ask you to bring it up onto your face, so you're going to pop that on with the tube that way around. That's the right way, with the plastic bit sitting at the bottom. All right, so just pull the whiskers tightly, just so it fits a bit better. And now you can just pull that down.
Okay.
So once you're in the chamber, that little sort of dongle that's hanging down,
Yeah.
you're going to attach that onto what I call the umbilical cord.
Okay.
Yeah, where the oxygen's going to come
This
through.
bit here.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I would keep your cardigan on. Some people do feel a bit chilly when it's
Okay.
pressurising up and pressurising down. Not everybody again, but it's best to have it in there with you.
Yeah.
And then once you step into the chamber, I'm going to invite you to just pop the cord onto your mask, and then I'll close it up. I'll turn the valve to tighten it so it pressurises.
Okay.
Turn the machine on, you'll feel it expanding. It'll just get to a point where it's a solid egg and you can just lean against the back nice and comfortably. I can get you out within a couple of minutes if we need to. You're not stuck in there by any means, and it's important that I say that to people.
Yeah.
If you're feeling anxious or anything like that, let me know, because I'll take you into a square breath. It's only happened twice so far in like over 40 treatments, but I say it to people to help you feel safe and secure that you're in my space and in a container. Yeah. And you'll be in there for about 50 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, once the oxygen starts coming through. It's a holistic grade. It's 93 to 95%. It's not a medical grade, 100% as well, so it's very safe.
Okay.
We can't over-oxygenate you in 50 minutes.
Yeah.
But like I say, if you feel any extreme discomforts or anything like that, let me know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to invite you to come into the tank. We're going to get you set up.
So that is where I will be sitting, and there's a meditation cushion there. Okay, getting in. Oh, I'm a bit nervous.
So you're going to attach the umbilical cord, the tubing, onto the base of the mask. You don't need the mask on your face yet.
Okay, I've got that.
You've got it fixed.
I've got it plugged in.
Great. So as the tank is inflated, I will signal to you a window to then put the mask on. If you can just do that zip up for me.
Yeah.
To the top.
Okay, so this is going to start inflating in a
Turn the
second.
valve up now.
Yeah.
Now I want to play you some frequencies so that support your healing even more personalised.
Yeah.
So how would you like to feel leaving it? Is it energy? Is it immunity? Is it inflammation? Is it cell vitality? Is it cortisol? Is it performance?
It's so my main aim for this is to improve my running performance, like recovery and performance. So feeling, and I am going to be aiming to run this afternoon as well. So like aiming to feel like I want to feel resourced and peaceful, but also like energized. Like I've heard it's really good for the mitochondria and like all that stuff.
I'm going to play some frequencies that support and energize in the mitochondria.
Perfect.
Right.
This is so cool. Okay, so just chill for now and you'll tell me when to put it on. Okay. Still inflating, but it's starting to really take shape. It's getting big, my ears are popping. They're okay. Thank you.
So all I had to do was relax and breathe. When you breathe in oxygen in a hyperbaric chamber, the air pressure forces more oxygen into your blood, allowing it to travel deeper into your tissues. This helps your muscles, joints, and your brain to get more oxygen, which speeds up recovery. The increased oxygen helps reduce inflammation, promotes healing, and supports the repair of muscle fibers that were broken down during exercise. Essentially, your body gets a boost in its natural healing process, allowing you to recover faster and perform better.
I just had a moment of being like, this is really sci-fi, but it's so cool, and I'm feeling really relaxed, like just a bit woozy and nice. The music really helps.
I'd started the session feeling quite alert and excited about what might unfold, but the oxygen helped me to relax and slow down, and it felt good to close my eyes and go into a bit of a breath awareness meditation to stay really present and make the most of this precious, undisturbed time to myself.
I'm definitely feeling the effects of the oxygen. Quite cold, even though I'm really wrapped up and I need a wee, but I'm probably about halfway through and just enjoying it. Alright, I'm about to come out. That's been 50 minutes in there. I'm feeling different to how I thought. It's taking the air out of the chamber now. My ears are massively going.
Okay, we are taking it off. My ears. And take it off. Wow. Wow. Freezing as it deflates. Hello. that was not what I expected.
Oh, well, I'm interested to hear.
Yeah, it was amazing.
There's no gracious way to do this, I'm afraid.
That's all right. We can be ungracious.
Yeah.
We've just been inhaling pure oxygen, nearly pure oxygen. Oh, thank you. Yeah, like I feel everything I read was like, oh, you'll feel really peaceful, and I felt that at the beginning, and then I kind of went into like this really kind of feeling really focused and really like I want to get stuff done, you know, and like energized and like, and I wasn't expecting that, and like there was a period in the middle where I was a bit like, is this doing anything? What's happening? And then I was like, wow, I feel feel like I'm ready to take on the world.
People get out and they feel like they've been to sleep for a night.
Yeah,
Really good night's sleep, but they haven't been to sleep.
And actually I haven't been sleeping that well recently, and I felt a bit tired in like just base level of tiredness recently.
Okay.
And now I don't, I feel like I've like had a really good night's sleep and woken up feeling energized. And I'll be interested to see like how, you know, it evolves, because I know like some stuff I've seen with runners is that it's recommended to do like regular stuff, and I don't know if that's true of kind of everyone for whatever purpose you're using it for, and I kind of don't have the budget to do that regularly at the moment, but I'm interested to see how
peak performance, people will be doing it 3 times a week.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'd love to have one of those in my house. But then I'm interested to see like how long I might feel knock-on effects from this, and how long I might see training benefits and what those might be, and recovery benefits, and you know.
Remember, you've just kick-started something today, so you might feel some benefits, but it might wear off quite quick because you haven't worked into the levels that need to be worked into to be sustainable.
Because at the moment with my running, like my training volume is not as high as it is like in the summer when I'm doing a lot of big ultra marathons and stuff. So it's like on paper probably not the best time for me to be doing this, but I saw you were doing an offer and I was like, I wanted to try it out. But it's definitely like put a good taster in, and then I'll see, you know, when I'm doing the longer races in the summer, I'll probably want to come back to it. I feel all glowy and fuzzy. Well, I've just come out and that was really quite incredible. Going in, I was really nervous and I wasn't really sure what to expect. Just tried to breathe in a really calm and collected way. And I started feeling really relaxed, really kind of, a little bit woozy in the head. Had a tiny bit of a headache for some of it, but that passed. And then after a little while, I started getting a little bit agitated and was like, what, you know, I feel like I need to be doing something, or I want to be doing something. And then after a few minutes of that, I went into this real like focus and clarity and being like, I need to get stuff done. I feel really just good in myself, and I was kind of like, I want to get out of here, not because I am not having a good time. I was getting a lot out of it, but I was like, okay, I feel supercharged now. I feel ready to take on the day. So now my plan is to go to the gym and do a 60-minute easy run on the treadmill. We'll see how that lands. We'll see how it feels, you know, after doing the hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and whether that has impacted how I feel when I run or how I recover. So let's see how it goes. I'm here 1 week on from my hyperbaric oxygen therapy session, reflecting on what the benefits were, what the effects were, and how it landed after the initial buzz coming out of the session. Firstly, my running has felt really strong this week. I ran straight after the session, just a 60-minute easy on the treadmill, and I felt really good in my body, especially considering I hadn't had a very good sleep the night before. Then the next day I did a longish run. It was an hour and 45 minutes. And again, I felt strong and things felt easier than they usually do on a run of that length. In the couple of weeks before that as well, I'd had some niggles on my right hamstring and hip and a little bit on the bottom of my foot. It had been on and off, but generally on a longer run was flaring up, and it was quite a challenge. And then on that long run the next day, I had no sign of that niggle. My body felt really normal. Whether that was a direct benefit or a coincidence, I don't know, and I'll never know, but it did feel really good to be in that position. I also noticed some sleep benefits. So I track my sleep on my Chorus watch and noticed the night after my hyperbaric oxygen session, my sleep quality seemed really high. That night I had 3 hours of REM sleep, which was 35% of my overall sleep time. And the following night I had 2 hours and 40 minutes of REM sleep, which was 32% of my full sleep time. My normal amount of REM sleep in a night is usually between 15 and 25%. So even though the length of my sleep didn't really change after the hyperbaric oxygen, the quality did for those first 2 nights. And then by the 3rd night, it was pretty much back to normal as it had been before. Now on paper, the benefits of a single session of hyperbaric oxygen therapy are really limited, generally lasting only around 24 hours. I did feel what I thought were benefits quite far beyond the 24 hours. In fact, I had a really good strength session yesterday, which was 6 days on, and I was lifting heavier than I had in ages, and it felt a lot easier. And there is a chance that could be a knock-on effect from the oxygen, but it's probably more likely to be a placebo or to be symptoms of other things within my training, or just the fact even Not the oxygen itself, but the fact that I took a really restful afternoon out to make time for myself and looking after myself and just chilling, that can have real benefits too in terms of recovery. For runners to see real lasting benefits from oxygen therapy, you want to be doing this a few times a week over a long period of time. If you're doing it a couple of times a week, over a few weeks, research shows that you can see continued benefits between workouts with reduced muscle soreness, lower inflammatory markers, faster recovery from intense sessions, and less cumulative fatigue. Over a longer period, it can also improve the delivery of oxygen to poorly vascularized areas of the body like tendons. It can support collagen production. It can help with new blood vessel growth. It can speed up the healing of things like muscle strains or tendinitis, and it can improve mitochondrial function. It's shown to be most useful when there's actual tissue damage rather than just in dealing with regular fatigue. However, as beneficial as hyperbaric oxygen therapy can be, it really should be seen as kind of the icing on the cake. And the most important thing you can do as a runner is actually do the endurance training. While you might see some adaptations from hyperbaric oxygen therapy, you're going to see a lot more adaptations through the training, through your tempo runs, your interval sessions, and long, easy mileage. And also supporting that with good sleep, good nutrition, hydration, strength training. Even for the elites, gains are marginal, and lots of the research around the benefits is still emerging. But for regular runners, particularly those with limited time and budget, it's totally not an issue if this isn't something you can factor in regularly, as your resources are really much better used elsewhere. That said, I would absolutely do it again in a heartbeat. And I do think as a little treat, it is great. My level as a regular runner who is often chasing cutoffs, it's just not a priority for regular use. As much as I'd love that, if I had the money, if I won the lottery, absolutely. But on the other hand, I can't deny the short-term benefits I did feel from that one session, whether it was a placebo, whatever. I felt so good. The increased oxygenation in the blood doesn't last long, but it does feel amazing, and I definitely felt stronger in my running for the next couple of days. So I think looking into the facts and the benefits and weighing up with the cost, it's something I would love to do before a big race as an extra boost, just to book in a session the day before, feel those initial buzzing benefits from it, take that into my race with me and see what rewards it might reap. The final verdict: yes, it was amazing. Yes, it was a great experience. Doing it at Heal Wellbeing in Kingsbridge was lovely. I felt like it was held really well. I absolutely plan to do it again before a big race, but I will not be committing to spending money I don't have to make this a regular occurrence. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you've ever tried hyperbaric oxygen therapy, or if after watching this video it's something you'd like to try or something you don't necessarily think is worth your time. Let me know down below in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. For more videos for regular runners, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!